Why bees swam in a colony. Information by Ogato Bee Farm, Kenya. Email-ogat@beefarm@gmail.com. I want to talk about a fascinating phenomenon that happens all too often in our lives, but might not be immediately obvious why it occurs. We all have heard of bee swarms, and while they can be quite the spectacle, there are several reasons why they occur. First and foremost, bees are social creatures. They live in colonies and are led by equitorous workers who provide care for the entire colony. One of the primary responsibilities of the workers is to ensure the survival of the hive by finding food and defending it from predators. This can sometimes lead to confusion among the bees, as they may mistakenly consider a source of food or a predator to be their own colony. Lastly, bee swarms can also be caused by the hive structure itself. If the bees have difficulty navigating their hive, or if there is an external source of noise, the bees may become disoriented. This can lead them to believe that their hive is under attack and trigger a swarm. Bee swarms occur when a colony of bees reproduces by splitting into two or more groups. Swarming is a natural phenomenon in the life cycle of honeybee colonies and is triggered by various factors. Overcrowding. When a colony becomes crowded due to a large population and limited space in the hive, the bees may decide to swarm as a means of finding a new, more spacious home. Queen cell production. As the colony prepares to swarm, the bees will begin raising a new queen by constructing special queen cells. These cells contain larvae that are fed royal jelly, which allows them to develop into queens. Once the new queeness are ready to emerge, the old queen and a portion of the worker bees leave the hive in a swarm. Environmental factors. Environmental cues such as warm weather, abundant food sources, and blooming flowers can also trigger swarming behavior. These conditions signal to the bees that it's a good time to expand and establish new colonies. Age of the queen. The age of the queen bee can influence swarming. As queens age, their pheromone production declines, which can prompt the colony to initiate swarming to replace her with a younger, more productive queen. When a colony swarms, the old queen, along with a large portion of the worker bees, leaves the hive in search of a new nesting site. Swarms are usually temporary and not aggressive, as the bees have no hive to defend during this period. However, they can be alarming to people who encounter them. Beekeepers often try to prevent swarms by managing hive space, providing adequate ventilation, and regularly inspecting colonies for signs of swarming preparations. Swarming is a natural process that allows honeybee colonies to reproduce and expand their populations, contributing to their overall health and vitality. Information by Ogato Bee Farm, Kenya. Email ogatobeefarm@gmail.com.